Welcome back. Now that you've experienced life as an assassin, are you willing to pick up the fight and join us? Deacon, load the file.
Coming up.
We lifted a media file from Abstergo last month, and the information it contains is astounding. But we won't share these things with just anyone. By pressing play, you'll be joining the assassins. If you want to fight the Templar menace, if you're willing to save civilization from Abstergo's clutches, press play, sit back, and ready yourself for the truth. Good choice. Welcome to the Assassins, Initiate.
In the 1950s, it was theorized that human DNA worked via the triple helix model. Some years later, the work of Crick and Watson demolished this theory in favor of the double helix. Today, we know the double helix to be indisputably the basis of all life. So why did the triple helix theory gain so much traction? Why did Rosalind Franklin's X-rays seem to confirm it? It turns out that their initial samples had been taken from small traces of precursor DNA, the rare genes of an ancient race embedded in our own. We now know that triple helix DNA is the foundation of the precursor genome. It is the genetic Rosetta Stone of our age. If we can crack it open, if we can sequence the full precursor genome, there is no limit to the knowledge we will gain. Using Animus technology, precursor history will be open to us for the first time ever. Ancient languages will be unlocked, and ancient technology will be ours for the taking. Imagine what will be possible if we master the technology that underpins the pieces of Eden. Such discoveries would surpass 100-fold the splitting of the atom. Last year, we located a rich sample of precursor DNA in a donor whose genes contained human and precursor DNA at an incredible 25-to-1 ratio. Our work will begin with this sample. Our goal is to unravel the triple helix, sequence the precursor genome, and change the world for the better, forever. Welcome to the Phoenix Project.
So, this is where we stand. Last year, Abstergo acquired the body of a man we call a sage, one of a rare breed of humans with a surplus of ancient DNA. This sparked a search for more sages, in the present and in the past. The more Abstergo finds, the closer they get to their final goal. We've blocked their recent attempts to find more, but Abstergo will not stop looking until they sequence a full precursor genome. So, why Arno Dorian? Why chase an assassin through the French Revolution? It turns out, at some point in his life, Arno came into contact with another sage. We need you to find out when and where these meetings took place. If Arno was present for this sage's death, it might lead Abstergo straight to his body. Naturally, we'd like to find it first. This is where you come in. It won't be simple. Genetic memory must be tackled in sequence to keep the data stable. But we're confident you're up to the task. And you won't be alone. Other initiates, assassins just like you, are doing their part to end this fight. If you need more training, more experience, you can call on them for help. All right. Loading the next sequence. I've got something else for you. The more time you spend with Arno, the more data we'll have to increase your synchronization with him, and to activate his abilities. Here, have a look at this. One last thing. While you've been busy, I had Deacon do some poking around in Arno's memories. Seems he was a busy guy. See that symbol? That's a co-op mission. I play a lot of games multiplayer. I don't know about you, but I thought you'd like to mix it up a little. These are missions Arno ran with his assassin buddies, so they'll give you an idea of what our organization's about. Just walk into the glitch and you'll get all the details. I've marked them on your map.
Let me just say to you, you sure? You're coming for me, you bastard! Les riches doivent contribuer!
Pont Neuf. This new bridge is now the oldest existing bridge in Paris. The laying of the first stone on May 31st, 1578 was a tearful occasion for Henry III, who had just lost two of his favorite minions in a duel. The king was coming out of the funeral service, and it was raining. Always ready for a laugh, the Parisans subsequently dubbed the bridge Le Pont des Pleurs, or the Bridge of Tears. The Pont Neuf was a unique bridge in its time, the first to be built in stone, the widest, the most accessible, and unlike the other bridges of Paris, back then, no houses were built along the bridge's span. Place Dauphine. In 1601, Henry IV announced that a public square, triangle in fact, would be created and given to the first president of the Parliament, Achille de Harlay, who had remained loyal to Henry during the Wars of Religion. Harlay divided the square, situated away from the traffic on the bridge, into 12 lots in 1608. The houses built were rented by artisans, tailors, printers, booksellers, and officers of the nearby Palais de Justice. Up until 1633, one of the main attractions of this square, then a clutter of little houses, was the trestle stage, used by the famous Parisian farceur Tabarin, Antoine Aguillard, who put on short Italian-style performances with his brother and their little theater troupe. This motto was, "The world is merely deceived by charlatans." Acting the Tabarin, faire le Tabarin in French, became a proverb that literally no one has ever used. Statue of Henry IV. The original horse was cast in Florence and shipped to Paris in 1614 to await its king. The stallion stood riderless upon its pedestal for 21 years, and was referred to by Parisons simply as the Bronze Horse. At last, the rider was made Henry IV, the Protestant king who, before taking the crown, survived the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre. To stabilize his throne, he converted to Catholicism, possibly uttering the apocryphal remark, "Paris is worth a mass." Although much beloved by his people, he was assassinated while riding in his carriage by religious fanatic Francois Ravaillac in 1610. During the Revolution, the spot on which his statue stands was used as a meeting point and even as a recruiting office for volunteers willing to fight the Prussians.
Patience, l'ami.
What's the mission?
Mission. Let's get your arse in position. Don't ask questions, piss pop.
I live to serve.
Lord Guillaume de Roussel has generously agreed to our price of 40%.
An act of desperation. What about the priest?
He'll come around.
Your confidence is infectious, Sivert. My boys will have the wagon ready.
Here are the details. Make sure it goes smoothly.
Of course. Make sure that it goes smoothly, cretin. When have I... Murder! Murder!
These bastards always have bodyguards. Well...
Next time, do that before he starts screaming.
Why do we hang about here when Sivert still lives? He killed Monsieur de la Serre.
Patience. Severe's not the target. Not...
Charles Gabriel Sivert. Born on December 1st, 1725 in Louisbourg, New France, Sivert was the son of a lieutenant in the Swiss regiment de Carrare. Oh, the Swiss army. Terrifying if you find the idea of a bunch of men in feathery hats and leathery shorts standing around with pocket knives refusing to take sides terrifying. Like his father, Sivert chose to make his career in the army, serving in New France and the West Indies before returning to Europe in 1785, where he opened a shipping business. Right, a shipping business. Very diplomatic way of saying Templar artifact smuggling. We've got data linking Sivert to everything from funding Haytham Kenway's operations in the American colonies to the disastrous attempt to recover, well, never mind. You're not cleared for that. Just keep an eye on this one, yeah?
Come on. Council's waiting for our report.
You'll never get past all of them. Try to ditch me, corpse! Let's move. Time to earn your keep. Notre client bientôt satisfait. I only want to tase your bloody ear off, Travis! You bleeding bastard! Die! Soon the fun will start! I'll have your head! I'll rip your heart out! Where are you going? We'd love to give you a grand view from the top of the point.
I've been wrong! Stay!
compatriots. These imbeciles will pick a fight with anyone. Try not to draw their attention.
Shouldn't we stop them?
Stop them. Avoid them. Doesn't matter. There's always more fanatics. Can't save everyone, piss pop.
Well, there's a cheery thought.
Heads up, lads. Remy found Monsieur Arcanon's body in a courtyard not far from here. Stabbed through the throat.
Just trying not to strain your heart. Just trying not to strain your heart. Need a break?
You call that a run?
You! Yes, you! I saw you bloody monarchy!
I'll still be running when you're dead.
Pont Rouge, a wooden painted bridge linking the two islets. The Pont Rouge survived the revolution, but was soon destroyed and eventually replaced by the Pont St. Louis.
Where are you? Yes, you are. I saw you in March. You weren't cheering.
Need a break? I can't believe this. We've not seen Sivert for a year, and you're letting him walk. All because his name wasn't on a bloody piece of paper.
The timing's not right. Too many variables, too many loose threads.
And if we lose him again?
He'll be at Notre Dame tomorrow, if he keeps to the schedule we found.
You might have shared that earlier.
Everything all right, my friend?
So what happens
Arno,
next?
Hello.
We take this ledger full of Templar records to Mirabeau. Proceeds to do nothing with it.
You don't seem terribly fond of him.
He's a politician. Sees himself as a great peacemaker. He thinks he can end the war between assassins and Templars, bring the revolution to a happy conclusion, and convince dogs and cats to live together in peace.
And that's bad?
It's a self-aggrandizing pipe dream. The Templars are at their weakest since Jacques de Molay burned. We're running around after second-rate smugglers. All because Mirabeau wants to secure his legacy.
Monsieur de la Serre believed a truce was possible.
And look where it got him. customs agents of France can rest easy. Arpinot's dead.
Shaking down imprisoned nobles seems a bit out of his oeuvre. What are the Templars up to?
If we hadn't spent the last year hobbled by your damn truce, we might know that.
He has a point, Honoré. The truce was with Grand Master de la Serre.
The man's been dead for 2 years. Whoever's in charge now, you can be certain they aren't sitting idle.
We might have learned more had we not allowed Sivert to escape.
Sivert was there?
I know your heart is set on keeping the peace, but bringing Monsieur de la Serre's killer to justice would count for something, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. But do not confuse your personal vendetta with a sound strategy.
If he wants to kill Templars, let him kill Templars. I've done him all I can. Boys ready?
Very well. Assassin. I charge you to go to Notre-Dame de Paris, and to find there the Templar agent, Charles Gabriel Sivert. You will learn his secrets, and when you have done so, you will bring him peace, in accordance with our tenets.
Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for coming around. We didn't learn too much, just that there's some frustration in the group. There was supposed to be some peace meeting, and Mr. de la Serre was kind of in the lead of it. I, myself, would assume, since the assassins don't know about the guy that murdered him, the Sivert, whatever, that guy, that it was a Templar plot to stop the Templars from making peace with the assassins. But that's just me. It could also be any of these guys here. Yeah. But with that, we're all done. So we'll see you next time. Bye for now.